Hey chicks, let's chat. So let's talk about this, probably for my younger audience, and probably some my age. But let's get into it. This is about why you haven't gotten over him yet. I'm gonna tell you why you ain't got over him yet. First of all, you haven't got over him yet because it just might be too soon for you to really be able to honestly and truly say that you're over him and you're ready to move on, right? Anytime you parting ways with someone, there's a time factor in that, right? And I understand that a lot of times the relationship is over before you leave. But just because the relationship is over before you leave, it does not mean that all your feelings are gone from them. It does not mean that you are truly healed and have become whole again from dealing with them. So sometimes you got to give yourself a little grace. You know, if you've been with a person or you've been dealing with a person for a significant amount of time, it's okay that in 3 months you ain't over them all the way. That's not a big deal. Right? And I'm not going to even put any time frame on it, because depending on the situation, depending on the circumstance, y'all have kids, y'all was trying to have kids, like just depending on what y'all bond was like and how many years that had been, it may be 2 years and you still feeling like, hey, there's something there. It may be 6 months and you still feeling like, hey, there's something there. Right? A lot of the healing depends on the work that you're doing to heal. People say time heals all wounds. That is not true. That's not true. That just sounds good. There are some wounds, baby, that you have to be intentional about making sure they are sealed. Ain't no leakage. Ain't no opening up again. You have to be intentional about making sure it's healed. No seepage, no leaks, no reopenings. Time don't always just do that for you. There is oftentimes work that you have to do to get to the point of being healed. So that's the first thing. It ain't been enough time. And you have not done any of the work. You just thought that eventually your feelings will go away, this, that, or third. But you guess what? You ain't 20. You ain't 20. And maybe you didn't have a whole roster like maybe you had at one point in time. You actually was dealing with this man one-on-one. You actually a little older. You gave a little more to this situation. You wanted a little more from this situation. So baby, you are not going to just bounce back next month, this month, 2 weeks. That's not reality. That's not how that works. And if you have your homegirls or your friends, if they put pressure on you to do that, then you got to understand their maturity level. Maybe they have never experienced what you're experiencing. Right? Maybe they're just not true and honest with themselves about certain things, right? Because when you done show enough love to a man, I'm talking about show enough love that man, you don't get over him just overnight. Sorry, it don't happen like that. I don't care how tough we try to be, and baby, believe you me, you ain't no tougher than me. You can't put on no tougher facade than what I could put on. So and a lot of tough facades hide other things. See, that's what you got to understand too. So a lot of times your one homegirl who is being so super extra tough, she crying herself to sleep at night. She begging that man when you don't hear him, when you don't know. She's begging. A lot of times, yes. We might be like, girl, I don't talk to him, this and that, because he don't return your text. That's why you don't talk to him. Because he's upset with you. He's hurt. He don't want to be bothered with you. So that's why you ain't talk to him. Not because you wouldn't talk to him, because you have not been able to talk to him. I done been in that situation. I ain't never too proud to say, oh, I done reached out and they will return. You know what I'm saying? No, because guess what? I done been on every end of that. I done been the person not returning your text too. I done been the person that didn't want to talk to you. So if it wasn't that person, it done been somebody else. So a lot of times you be ashamed of stuff for nothing. We all living this life and going through it at the same time. Ain't nobody getting every single thing right. You know what I'm saying? But see, a lot of times with us, we'll have homegirls who they may be super strong in that area. So they start talking down on you saying, girl, if I was you, I went, girl, well, you ain't me. And maybe this ain't your area of weakness, but you need to go fix your credit. Or you need to go stay on your job for more than 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is my area of weakness, but believe me, you need to pick a side. Stop going back between girls and boys. Figure out what you like and stick there. They got something going on with them. So don't never let your friends make you feel any type of way. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to you healing and you trying to get over your relationship. Because if you're a woman, you should have feelings. If you out here screwing this person, screwing that person, having sex with this person, you know you having a hot girl summer, a cold girl winter, whatever it is that you having, and you don't have no feelings, baby, you broken. Because women don't supposed to be moving like that and operating like that. That's not how we were built to be doing that. Even when we young. Now, I think everybody might have a little leverage when you younger, you know, because you may not be tapped in or really locked down feelings-wise into anybody. So you may move around a little more when you're younger. But at a certain age and stage in life, and maturity hits you, and them STD numbers hit you, baby, ain't nowhere in the world you should be busting it open for everybody. But sometimes you do that because you're trying not to lock in with nobody so that you don't have to feel that hurt when they disappoint you, or you don't have to feel the hurt again that you've already felt before from somebody, whether it was your daddy issues that you have or whether it was from maybe your first heartbreak. But that's the first reason why you ain't got over them, because you haven't healed. And you need to give yourself time to heal. And you need to shut your homegirls up when they in your ear about why you ain't over him, why this, why that. Listen, tell them to pray for you. Healing is a process. It don't just happen overnight. It happens quicker for some, take a little longer for others. Don't worry about how long it takes. Get your lessons out of it while you're healing. Next reason why you ain't over him, because you keep having sex with him, boo. Keep having sex with him. Every time you get lonely, every time you miss him, every time you want a companion, you keep going to him. And you say, well, I don't want to add no more bodies. I don't want to go and be intimate with nobody else. That's just my person. Girl, that's just an excuse. You have not got over him. Been there, done that, got the t-shirts. No, that's who you want. That's the person you really want to be with in a certain kind of way. And it's not working for y'all for whatever reason. But you keep doubling back to that. And you put whatever kind of sticker or whatever kind of label on it that you want. But the reality is that you're not all the way over him. And one reason why you can't be all the way over him is because you keep going back doing that. Sex is a bonding mechanism. You're supposed to bond in jail when you're doing that. So how are you going to break bonds whenever you keep going, reuniting the bond? Make it make sense? You can't. Another reason why you ain't over him, because you keep holding on to the things that are affiliated with him, whether it's his kids, whether it's his mom and them. Maybe they have a family that you know, they have the kind of family setup that you always wanted. You wanted to marry into that. But now that the relationship is over, all your hopes and dreams seem to be going down the drain, and you never think it's going to happen for you. But you keep hanging on to that. And because the mama like you, she let you keep coming around. And you know, she respects you, you're respectable, you're a good girl, she understands that, ain't nothing wrong with you. Just for whatever reason, you and her son did not work out. But you keep holding on to that family you wanted so bad. You keep holding on to whatever it is that family brings you. Maybe that family brings you a family. Maybe that family brings you peace. Maybe they just fun and you like being around them. You know, you've been around them for years and years, and you know, they became your family. And now that y'all broke up, you keep coming around as if whatever is still going on. And that would be okay if you were over him. If you were able to drop by mama's house sometime and be like, hey, mom, I just stopped in to check on you. You know, I know it's your birthday. I bought you your favorite perfume. You know what I'm saying? But me and my old man, we on our way out. So I just wanted to stop in and see you. But see, that's not your case. You don't do it like that. You still stopping by single, hoping you catch him over there. Hoping you could sit down with mom and just have a talk and have a long cry, and she tell you, baby, don't worry about it, I know he gonna end up with you. So you want to hear that type of stuff. Hoping you run into his messy sister, his messy best friend, and she put a girl, he was talking about you last night, girl. Girl, him and that other girl, ooh, they be arguing all the time. So you hoping for something like that. That's why you can't get over him. Too connected to the family, too connected to them. And I understand they treat you like family. I understand that's the only family you got. You may be living in a town that you might have moved to that town for him, and that's all you have there. You know what I'm saying? Move to that state or whatever. That's all you have is his people. That's why you can't get over him though. So you may have to take a break from that family, pull back till you get your emotions right. You know what I'm saying? Till you get your emotions right, till you heal. Then you can go back and touch base with them, and then, hey, maybe mama will welcome your boyfriend and you over there. Just because she like you and she mess with you like that, and she understand, hey, things just didn't work out for you and her son for whatever reason. Right? It be like that sometimes. So, the other thing is that besides you just haven't healed, besides you keep having sex with him, besides you won't, leave his family alone, leave his kids alone, or you keep in contact with his people them too much, whether his homeboys or whoever it is, you keep them close to you. So therefore that's why you can't go on. Whether it's that, another reason why you have not and cannot get over him is because you talk to him too much. Everything come up, you still contacting him, talking to him, running everything through him as if he's still your man, as if y'all still having dealings. Like there's nobody else out there in the world. Okay, you don't have a brother. Okay, something broke in your house and he's a handyman, or he was the one who always handled stuff like that. Okay, well, until you put your big girl panties on and say, you know what, I gotta start handling some of this. I can't keep calling him for everything. You ain't gonna be able to heal and get over him. You're not. As long as you keep relying on him to answer all of life questions for you, you keep maintaining contact. You keep with the good mornings, good nights. Oh, what you doing? Oh, I missed you. Da, 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 da. As long as you continue to do that, you're not going to get over him. Because why? Because you keep making space for him in your life. When you're really trying to get over a person, you have to close that space. And sometimes that's the hardest thing for us to do, is to really close that space that person was in. That is harder than most women like to admit. You know why it's so hard? Because you didn't want nobody in that space but him. You only wanted him in that space. So now you mean to tell me he not gonna be in the space? And now it's just open? You don't even know what to do with that space sometimes. Sometimes women don't even know what to do with themselves. You ain't had no hobbies. You only wanted to do what he liked to do. You ain't even had no favorite team. His favorite team done became your favorite team. It's like you made your whole life surrounded by him. Now when he's no longer occupying that space, you don't know what to do with it. And you having a hard time trying to get past this moment in time. Because so many of your years, your good years, was wrapped up in him. You met him when you was fine. But through the years, life happened. Maybe you had a kid, maybe you just got older with him or whatever. You started gaining weight. He accepted that. He wasn't tripping on that. So it's safe to say maybe you did let yourself go a little bit. Because you went into trying to impress nobody more. You had who you wanted. And he was fine with, you know, however it was. He didn't care what you did with your hair, whether you cut your hair, whether you let it grow. He didn't care. Natural perm, he didn't care. He was cool with whatever. Right? But then, hell, somewhere down the line, things just didn't work out for y'all. And now you don't have a clue how to move on. It hurts so bad to even think about that he's not going to be the person that you walk down the aisle with. Or that he's not going to be the person laying on the side of your bed. He had his side, you had your side. And y'all know whose side is what. You don't know how to feel that boy. You do something. You would think of some kind of reason to keep calling him, to be in contact with him. That's why you can't get over it. That's why you can't get over it. You talk to him too much and you talk about him too much. You done talked your friends' ears off. The ones who, you know, the good ones. The ones who, they're going to listen to you. They're not going to show you. They're not going to act like they're any better. They're going to listen. They know you're hurting. They know it's a hard time for you. And they're going to listen. But you didn't even got them tired. They don't even want to hear it no more. But they don't know how to tell you. But what they know is that you're not healing. You're not getting over him. And by this time, they feel that you should be working towards getting over him. But you're not. He still occupies so much of your heart space, so much of your mind, so much of what you do, what you think about. That's why you're not over him yet. See, one thing about when you getting out of a situation, you have to occupy his space with something. You have to turn the space and the time that you once was, you know, giving him, you have to turn that into a useful time doing something else. Whether it's a hobby, whether it's, you know, and it has to be something positive. Or you're going to be the girl that just go down the drain after the relationship is over. And who wants to be her? Because I'm so much on the level up, girl. I'm so much on that. Well, I ain't going to be none but better after you. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm going to be worse. You crazy? When you and your new girl talk about me, y'all gonna talk about the moves she making. That's what you gonna talk about. You gonna talk about that new car she got. You gonna talk about how her house laid. You gonna talk about, oh, she doing her thing now. I can't take nothing from her. That's what you gonna say about her. You would not sit and be dragging me, boy, after it's done. But some women don't care. You get so caught up in your emotions and you stop taking care of yourself. You know, you just stop showing up in the way that you should. And sometimes it's just overwhelming. You don't mean to, but you fall into a slump. You don't replace. I don't care if you replace the talk time with reading a book. If he used to text you every morning, good morning, okay, get up and pray around that time that he normally would text you, and y'all start y'all conversations for that day. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's just writing in a journal. You used to texting him. It's such a habit texting him. Start writing. Every time you get the urge to want to text, get you a journal, start writing. Write and talk to yourself. Till the urge to talk to him leaves. Sometimes that's who you need to be talking to anyways, is yourself. Getting your mind right. Getting your decisions together. Writing your short-term and long-term goals down. You need to be talking to you. Right? But that's another reason why you ain't got over him. Keep talking to him. Keep talking to him. Keep talking about him. Another reason why you ain't got over him. You have too many things tied to him. You either got bank accounts tied to him. You either got bills tied to him. You have kids tied to him. You can't do nothing about the kids though. But you do have to get to a point where when you talk to him, it's only about the kids. You do have to start disconnecting things, disconnecting accounts, disconnecting, you know, even finding a way to disconnect businesses or put them on pause until you heal. Because see, you going through it trying to perpetrate a fraud pretending like you've gotten over this man, but it's killing you every time you see him and his old lady together. But because y'all have a business together, or because y'all own a home together that y'all trying to rent out and be landlords, you go home and cry every time you done had to encounter him and his old lady, because he don't even understand, or he don't even care how much he's hurting you. So he's saying his old lady to give you the money as if you want to see her, not knowing that it's tearing you up inside. And because you put on the good tough girl act, he'll never know. But you know. And you can put on for anybody you want to, but you can't put on for God. And you ain't fooling yourself, because you know how you act every time you come from having interactions with him and his new girlfriend, or him and his new wife, or him and whoever. If it's killing you, if it's hurting you, cut it. Cut it. Till it don't hurt you no more. If he send his girlfriend, you send your homeboy. Somebody you can trust. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to keep continuously putting yourself through the hurt and through the anger and through, you don't have to torment yourself in that way. Right? Anytime I go on a person page, if what I'm looking at on their page bothers me, I'm not gonna keep going to their page. Right? If I keep going to their page, I'm trying to catch something, or my feelings are really so far removed from whatever it is I might see. I don't really care. I'm not gonna cry myself to sleep about whatever it is I'm seeing, because at the point where I do that, then I'm gonna stop going to that page to look. Right? I ain't gonna keep doing that. Learned that a long time ago. When you start going to pages and you like shot, your whole heart drop when you see this, don't you go to that page now another time. Been learned that. So when I do or was going on somebody's page to look and see, I'm looking for lies now. You said you ain't mess with her, but I see you in the background. You trying not to be in this picture because you know you done said you don't mess with that girl. See, I'm looking for lies now. But at the point where you even got to look for lies or anything, you already know they lying. You know they're a big liar. So then still, why keep dealing with them? You know what I'm saying? But anything that you know is hurting or killing you on the inside, and you got to secretly deal with it, you don't have to secretly deal with it. Figure out a way until it don't hurt you, until it don't bother you no more. But yeah, so I feel like, of course, you know, there may be plenty other reasons why, but I feel like those are the top reasons why you have not gotten over that man yet. But there's one more. This might be the top of the tier. You have not gotten over that man yet because you messed up. You dropped the ball. He was a good dude. For whatever reason, you couldn't receive him as a good dude. You either didn't realize he was such a good dude until y'all split ways, or you didn't realize you were so messed up, and you didn't realize that you were the problem the whole time, but you was looking at him. But you didn't realize that until it was too late. You just fumbled the bag. That's it. You messed up. And that may be something that forever haunts you. Because once you mess up on a good person, I don't care if it's male or female, when you mess up on that woman, and that girl bubbling up, she bubbling up after y'all, she couldn't have been that bad if she's doing that well after y'all ain't together no more, my guy. Ain't no way she was that terrible. She may have been too much for you. You may not have been the man for the job, but ain't no way she bubbling up, doing good, looking good, moving around good, coming up, things, and she was that terrible of a woman to you, and she loved you, you messed that up. Same thing with a girl. That man doing good, living good, looking good. He done came out the streets. He got a job, got a business. On his strength, I ain't talking about the ones who go and, you know, be taking. I ain't talking about the situation where you leave this dude and he go and get a girl who take care of him. No. You already won that one, baby. You already won. You ain't gotta worry about that. You won that one. I'm talking about when you drop the ball, you fumble the whole bag, the ball, everything. And now this man out the street, he's looking good, doing good. And it's not on the strength of another woman. But yeah, he went and got him another woman. Now you got to see him with somebody else doing good on his own. Standing up, chest poked out. Being a man. When he wanted you. When he was trying to do right by you. I ain't talking about when he was taking you up. I ain't talking about no man who was taking you up through there. No matter how many chances you gave him, he wouldn't do right, this, that. I ain't talking about him. I don't care what he do after you. Because at the end of the day, he could not do right by you. Good if he go and do right by another woman. He should have learned his lesson after you left him. So it's only right if he do good by the next woman. He don't want to be hurt again. He don't want another woman to leave him again. Just like he really didn't want you leaving him. But you had to get your stuff together and you had to go. Because he was not doing right. I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about the one who always really was a decent guy. He may not have been perfect, but he was a decent guy and he loved you. And he wanted y'all. But you didn't have yourself together. Your insecurities broke the situation up. Your overindulgence, overspending sometimes, unrealistic concepts, thinking he supposed to have you Gucci bags lined up and trips all the time just because your homegirl who messed with a dope boy, just because he's able to do that. You expected this working man to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the good guy that you dropped the bag, that you messed up, and you didn't realize you were messing up. And then now you get back out in these streets and you see ain't nothing out here that compares to the man that you had. But now you can't get him. Cause a old clean up woman like me done came and got that good man. You hear me? And once I get him, you is not get him back. Oh, you hear me? You can't have him. You hear me? The clean up woman done came and got that man, baby. That good man. And she ain't coming off her good man. She'll come off them jokers that hey, boy, Leah done took you up through there, don't want to work, just want to be in the street. She'll come up off him. But that good man, she ain't coming up off him, boy. You just, hey, sorry, sis. You can't get over him. That's a hard one. It's going to take some time for you to get over that one. But see, now, she a good old clean up woman like me who she done came and scooped that good man up when you fumble. She ain't going to rub it in your face. Because she's mature enough to understand you had some things going on and you just couldn't maintain. You just couldn't show up in the way that he needed you to. And sometimes that happens. I don't know what you went through as a child. I don't know what your growing up, was like. So I could easily sit and say, as a lot of time women do, oh yeah, she was crazy. She shouldn't have did this. But you don't know why that woman is like she is. You don't know why she couldn't show up and be what that man needed her to be. Even if it just seemed real simple. Oh, he's simple. I ain't even got to cook every day. He just want me to clean. And of course, he want me to do that when I want to, but he don't even be tripping about that. He might seem like a very simple, easygoing man to you. Okay, but maybe that was a complex thing for that woman to deal with because she didn't have a dad. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful. When you do, come up on your come up, don't throw stones at the girl. At whoever came before, or at the baby mamas, this, that, or the third. Don't do that. That's immature and that's silly. What you doing that for? If you mess around, luck up, get blessed up, and get you a good man, you know, and the women before him, they really ain't got nothing bad to say about that man. It's just it didn't work for whatever reason. Be humble. Be humble. I'm talking about do your big one now with him now. Show up, show out. But be humble. Like, you don't have to, you know, make the girl or the woman that was there before you, you don't have to try to make her feel any type of way. Like, oh, you won this, that, or the third. Because listen, hey, don't get beside yourself now, because hey, you ain't the only clean up woman. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of women out here that don't mind. They're not gonna respect your mind, and they don't care. So be mindful of all of that, you know. But yeah, sometimes, hey, you just mess up, you drop the ball, and you realize, oh, maybe I should have did this better. I could have did that better. Maybe I should have stuck in there with them just a little bit longer, this, that, or the third, you know. But hindsight is 20/20, because hey, all the time ain't no sticking with them a little bit longer when you done gave them 10, 15 years to get right. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, on the 20th year, yeah, but because I put in 10 or 15 trying to encourage you to do something different. So on the 20th year, when you finally come out the street and finally get it right, okay, she the beneficiary of it. Okay, she should thank me, salute. But guess what? I'm doing good, so it really don't matter to me. Good, I'm glad to see you finally got it together. About time. Hey, you how old? 50 what? About time you got it together. Salute, bro. How much further you could have been had you did it when I was encouraging you to do it all them years ago. But all right, y'all, this is my supervisor calling. Y'all have a good day.